Good evening, everyone. I'm here by myself today, but I want to welcome you all to the Black Market Podcast presented by Hack the Markets. Oh, my boy Raheem, he done jumped on right now. So I ain't alone. I ain't alone.
Oh, the eight
What?
o'clock hit the dot.
Yes,
It's
sir,
on.
man.
You done already checked in?
Yeah, we on there now, man.
Hey, that's a bet. Hey, Raheem the Dream here, man. Let's get it.
For sure, for sure. Hey, so I know I've been seeing a lot of little crazy stuff going on in the market, man. It was it was some wild stuff that I saw today. Especially with some of the trades that I was taking on. And I don't know, like that Intel, man, like I just feel it looked like it might be trying to rebound. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I saw some stuff that made it seem like it could possibly break to the upside. I'm not against it. I was a bull for it. I'm not against it. I know y'all got some bullish contracts on it. Like I said, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it at
Well,
all.
I mean, we already know that you are, you know what I'm saying, you too short himself.
Yeah, I'm too
So, you
short
know what I'm
over
saying?
here, man. I'm too short.
We know where we at the all-time highs. I know you,
Yeah.
hey, you look at this as a great opportunity.
Yeah,
I
hey,
feel
I'm
you, man.
too short. But at the same time, like I said, this thing could take to the upside. Cause I did see like a nice little recovery. Like it was a pretty decent little recovery that I saw today. And it had me kind of shook for a second. But of course I'm not gonna close out just because of one little small move. But man,
Right.
it did kind of shift a little bit.
To Nas 100 today for making a record high. For making a new record high,
Oh, you
man.
said the
We got to
NASDAQ
give a
did?
shout out. Yeah,
Yeah.
new record high.
I saw that, man. I was looking at it and I was like, with that being said, I was looking at how we kind of like flattened out a little bit at the top. I was like, ooh, please just go ahead and just kind of like pull back just a tad bit. But I know like if this thing is strong, it's just gonna go ahead and just keep going higher. Tesla, I think, is the reason why. Tesla has been on a tear.
Yeah, something was going on with Tesla today. I usually
Yeah.
have it on my radar at all
Yeah,
times,
Tesla was
but
on a tear, man. I
I
don't
see
know
it on
what
the
happened. I don't know what type of news. I haven't been keeping up with Tesla, so if you guys know what's going on with Tesla, definitely let me know because I have no idea what's going on with Tesla. All I know is that I saw this thing just run crazy to the upside.
what do you say, man? We passed due. Tesla passed due, man.
Yeah, I
Right?
would say that,
It
but
passed.
I
Because
don't
what do
know.
we think about when
I
we
knew
think
that
about
thing was coming down. I'll say that. I knew that thing was coming down. Like I called it when it had got to like I think it was what 700 or something like that, and that thing turned around. I can't remember exactly
Mhm.
what the number was, but I know that once it touched that number, I knew it was coming down.
Right. So what do we think about when we think about Tesla? You know, first thing came to mind when we first, when you think about the Tesla stock before quarantine. What are you thinking about?
Before Tesla, I mean before quarantine, Tesla, man. I mean, me personally, I was just thinking about what's the name of it? Like just electric cars for real, like nothing else. Like I knew they had
You
like
was
the
thinking
home
electric
battery,
cars?
but
What do you think about the
I
stock
just
before?
knew cars. That's it, electric cars.
Just electric cars. Okay. Hey. What, so you didn't think nothing about the stock. You just like, okay, they got to stop. Nothing particular though.
No, I mean like I never really looked into it to be like, this thing is just gonna take off like this because Tesla to me wasn't like the end all be all electric car that was just gonna just dominate the scene and
Right.
all that. It's a good clout car. It's a good car that can start off the electric revolution, but I don't feel
Right.
like that's the end all be all. Like, it's so many other car companies out here that have so many good ideas, and then like if we're talking about battery tech, then Tesla is way behind on that. So it's like I never really thought that Tesla would just be leading like this. Like it never really made sense that they would be like the biggest car
At
company
one
by
point in
market cap.
time, they were the only ones. They were the only ones original, right?
Kinda. You got to remember that you had like Nissan doing what the Nissan Leaf, and you had stuff like that was going on too.
Oh
Like
yeah,
people been
Honda
messing
and
around
man,
with
Chevy,
electric.
Chevy had one. Chevy Volt.
Uh-huh. So it's like they've been doing
Yeah.
electric like just a little bit, not a lot, but just a little bit.
Hey, guess what though? So we're gonna go back to the stock part about
Okay.
this company. So before quarantine, man, I'm talking about kids were getting in contracts on this Tesla way out the money and getting rich
Yeah.
because this stock was a workhorse.
Yeah.
It was a workhorse, bro. I'm talking about this stock went up every single day.
You right.
Every single
You
day.
right. They definitely had a
Every
Tesla army that was pushing this thing higher. And that's the craziest
man,
thing is
come on.
like I never would have thought it would be Tesla. But I mean with what's going on now, I don't think Tesla, well, I think Tesla will lose a little bit of market share just because, I mean,
It's competitive.
yeah, you got so many competitors coming in. And like I said, you don't have the best battery tech. So, I mean, it's cool and all what you got going on, but we got LiDAR and all this other extra stuff that's coming out right now to the point where it's like, you know, um, I really can't say that Tesla is like the end all be all, like I said. Like, I'm not saying that it's a bad car
Hey,
by no means.
it's not performing like it usually perform now. I will
Yeah,
admit that. You know,
yeah.
I mean, amidst quarantine and all this stuff, but either way, it's some EV coming to life.
So
So we're gonna see it. I wonder if Tesla gonna bounce back, but we know we're fanboys, the Tesla fanboys.
yeah, they definitely. I can say that they definitely got a fan base. They have a fan base. Like that's what you really can call these guys is fan base.
They cool.
Yeah, I mean, cause it's not like they're investors. You can't call them investors. You can't call them traders. You can't call them anything
Yeah.
like that. That's a real fan base. That's just like somebody's a fan of like the Hawks, because I mean, I gotta bring up the Hawks since we just beat the Bucks last night. Yes, sir, we did.
Woo,
We
shout
just
out
took
to the
game
Hawks,
one
man.
in Milwaukee. But that's fan talk
Yeah.
right there. You know what I'm saying? That's not investor talk. That's fan talk. But shout out to the Hawks, man. My boy Trey Young, Ice Trey. That
Trey,
boy John
man. Trey,
Collins,
Trey,
man, he putting it on everybody's
Trey.
head. They put it off the backboard and he put it off Lopez last night. He already put it off
Man,
Embiid. Oh man.
those guys are playing amazing, man. They
The
on
thing is, I've been
fire.
telling people like the Hawks are
Hot,
good.
hot now.
I knew the
Hot
Hawks were
now.
good. I knew we had some good talent. The thing, because I mean, we still don't even have DeAndre Hunter out there. Like that's another threat that we're missing right now. That would be a good addition to what we have going on right now. We don't even have that out
Who'd
there
you
right
say?
now. But
Who'd
then
you
on top
say?
of that, huh?
Who'd you say? You talking about being
DeAndre
with the
Hunter.
Hawks?
DeAndre Hunter from
Hunter.
Virginia. Like the dude straight. He wanted a wingman.
Man,
I think he played like the
what's the
three or
guy
something.
that's it's another guy that he just came out of nowhere. He been dunking on everybody, dunked on Embiid.
To my John Collins.
Hey, that joker right there.
That's what I'm talking about. Man, John Collins.
Hey,
You got Kevin
nobody ain't
Herter.
nobody
I
him.
knew Kevin Herter was gonna be straight because he was supposed they drafted him, he's 6'7", and he could shoot the three. Now he ain't always been consistent. He ain't always been the best, but he did at least have, a little bit going for him. So he stepped up when we needed him to in this playoff. So that's what I can say about that. Like it ain't like he playing
Yeah,
around with us. He actually putting in some work. So
facts. Hey,
but
I feel
back
it.
to the
I ain't
subject
gonna
of
lie,
Tesla.
man.
What
Look,
we
hey,
saw,
that what I was just about to
that's a
say. I was just
fan.
about
That
to
was a
say.
fan base, like what you said. That's a fan
Look,
base. Like
man.
people buying this stuff just to buy it, just because it's Tesla. They're not buying it because they
Hey,
believe in
man,
the
that's
company
the
or
only
nothing.
stock they knew. That's the only stock they knew to buy. That's the only
Exactly.
stock.
That was it.
Guess what?
If it wasn't Tesla, it was Apple. That was it.
Yeah,
Because remember, Apple had to go through that split too, because Apple had ran
yeah.
crazy too. That's the whole reason why Tesla had to split was because people just start boom, boom, boom
I want to
piling
get back
in.
into. I might get back into day trading those, and I may even have some turn plays
Man,
on
you
it
have to
because
day trade that stuff,
the
man, because the
people,
stuff
the
moves so
people
crazy.
right.
You
It
have
gives
to
you
day trade it. If you
opportunity.
don't day trade that, man, like you ain't no trader, man. You
Hey,
are
I'm
not a
saying
trader
I ain't day
if
trading
you don't
these
day trade
specific
that,
ones. I'm
man.
talking about day trading these. I'm talking about day trading these specific ones.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Them boys so volatile.
Hey, yeah, them the ones right there, man. I done made some good money on Tesla day trading it, but I
I know
just done
you.
got out of it. I haven't looked at it lately.
I'm pretty sure, bro. I'm
But
pretty sure.
I need to set that on my dang.
Man, you
Yeah.
got SQ
What's up?
that you can trade. SQ be moving like crazy. You got PayPal. You got a couple of these things that's
But
growth stock
they
that's just
doing
going
the thing.
crazy.
That cash out. Cash out.
Square, SQ. You got that. You got a
Okay.
couple things. Hey,
Hey, do I got a delay? Do I got a delay on this side?
mm-mm.
Okay.
But speaking of buying stuff, and we talking about buying stock. You can buy cars and all that stuff on the internet now. You can buy pretty much anything on the internet now. You can buy whatever your heart's desire is on the internet now. So guess what the newest thing
Thanks.
is that you could buy on the internet? You don't even have to go look at this thing. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You just purchase it.
Hmm.
You want to know what it is?
What you got? What you got, man?
What we got right now, man. You can buy a whole home on the internet and just get the house. Same way that you can buy off Carvana and off Room, you can buy a car. You can buy you a house. Only thing is though, because you're buying a house, you can't take this bad boy back. They give you that
What?
7-day grace period or whatnot with the cars, and they allow you, to they call it a test drive period. Make sure that you really like it. I don't think they playing that with the house. You buy the house is yours. You got a mortgage now, Brady.
Hey, that's it.
You got a mortgage now,
They ain't coming
buddy.
to pick
Can't give this
that
one back.
back up. I guess. Hey, you know what? Actually, it's this one thing. One of my buddies, he's a real estate. When I was first came to Atlanta, I was looking for
Okay.
some housing. Got with him, and they actually had this thing where you got the house with their company or one of their realtors. You can do the warranty like the
Okay.
100 days, first year.
Oh
They
wow.
said that if you don't like it in the first year, you can go ahead and go on to the next one.
Now that's a good deal. I can't even lie. I've never heard anybody giving deals out like that, but man, that's a good deal right there.
If I had the mind I had now,
When I tell you,
hey,
like,
I'd be moving around. I'd be on another spot right now.
exactly. Like, why wouldn't I? I treat the thing like it's an apartment, man. I'll be moving house to house. Why wouldn't I? You told me I don't like it no
Exactly.
more, man. I've been here 100 days. I've been here 99 days and I don't like it no more.
100 days, that's enough. These neighbors, they ain't gonna cut it.
I mean, 99 days, I'm out. Hey, man, find me something else.
Hey, that's nice though.
That is nice. Hey,
That's nice.
but so
Shout out to my guy Wesley Guy in the A.
yes, sir.
Shout out to my guy. Man.
Okay, that's who was doing that. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah,
Georgia
we gotta
Southern.
we gotta talk to him. We gotta talk to Wes to see if he's still doing that.
Hey, that's facts, man. That's facts. I'm getting ideas. Let's
Exactly. Hey, if you
see.
wanted to
So,
buy a
hey, one
house
of my
online though,
buddies
what'd you say?
say what?
All I was saying was if you want to buy a house online, all you gotta do, you gotta go to Taylor Morrison Home or Pulte Home. Both of these
Mm,
buy you a house on the internet. You can customize it too, I think. So the same way that you can pick the car and you can pick the color of the car, you can put the little rims on it and stuff like that. You can put flowers in the front of your house and you can paint it this color and you can make your room this
right.
color. So They give you a little customization. They make it seem like you on the Sim City or something like that. So no, you are not playing the Sims. You are actually buying a real house. So if you spend your money on this, you are now in possession of a real house. This is not Sims where you kind of play around.
Yeah, you locked in this unless you shopping with Wesley guy.
Exactly. You shopping with him, then he might give you a discount. He might give you a little deal where you know you don't have to
Yeah.
worry about being in that house after a set X amount of time. But if you go over that time, yeah,
Mhm.
you stuck.
That's it.
Hey,
Hey, that's something else right there, man. Mobile crib, you can just go on there. That's what everyone wants nowadays. They want a new house. That's what
yeah.
everyone wants.
But I mean,
You know, just we
I
got.
feel like that could backfire though, man. I mean, because what if you get the house and you don't like it? You never walked inside this house. You just going off pictures and how
Oh yeah,
you
that's
supposedly customize this thing on this virtual screen. So for all you know, you can walk in there and hate the house. Be like, man, what was I thinking? You might have had one of them nights where you was on one of them psychedelics, one of them companies that we've been talking about on them prior episodes, you know? And now you went out here and bought a
yeah.
whole house and don't even know it. You and customized it and everything, thinking you playing a game. Now you got a whole house that you hate.
They got a mobile home to
Crazy.
permanent home.
Exactly. That's crazy
Oh
though.
yeah. See, but I'm thinking, man, we was talking about, how Tesla going crazy, all these Apple and stuff going crazy. It made sense because they drive the NASDAQ. They got a new high.
They do drive the NASDAQ. That's what I was saying.
They
Cause
got a
like
new high, man.
they're so big. They're the caps, like they're weighted so heavily. Like they really when they move, the index moves. That's what it is.
Hey, that's something.
That's
I
why when
like
they
it when they
added Tesla
move.
to the S&P, it was such a big deal because that thing was gonna start moving because Tesla was gonna be a big
Hey,
cap in that thing.
look, I like that.
Yeah.
Guess what? The Dow is tailing behind. So I'm gonna
Now
go
you
ahead and
know,
ride that wave up.
one thing that they like to look at, especially with like Dow theory and stuff like that, is the transports. Like when the transports start leading and then they like stay up, then that's when they like
Hmm.
to say that, the market is really going and it's really like a good strong trend. That's just, a little theory. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's gonna happen all the time. It's just something that they talk about.
All right. Okay.
Big news came out of
Yeah.
Windows today. Microsoft rather. They had a Windows event.
Oh
They announced
yeah.
Windows
I,
11. So that's big, I guess, for Microsoft. Windows 11. So they're out here competing with Apple now. Because I think Apple just upgraded. They're not OS 10 anymore. I think this year or last year. I think it was last year or something like that. They finally went to OS 11. I think they're on to 11 now. So now we're at Windows 11. So everybody's in sync now, it seems like. Seems like Windows is going to do some pretty cool stuff now, though. So I wonder if this is actually going to play good into Microsoft's stock. It could. I'm wondering. Only because I mean like you got Windows 11 coming out. It look like they got some pretty decent features inside of it. They got some pretty decent collaboration things. I think they got like some easy things to do with like the video chats and stuff like that. So I think it may do something. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's gonna drive PC sales though. Cause see, that's the thing with Intel for me, is the fact that we know that because of last year, on the staying at home, working from home, education from home, all that type stuff drove PC sales. We know that. Now they're saying that notebook
Mhm.
makers and things of that nature, they're not producing as much this year. They're pulling back on the demand because the demand pulled back. So because of that, people like Intel are looking to be a little bit more, at risk right now. because they're so heavily leveraged towards the personal computer uh, market. Because of that, I see this as a good thing because it's, a better upgraded software. But I mean, like, is it really gonna make money for Windows? I mean, for Microsoft rather. Like, are people really gonna be like,
You
yeah,
saying
we want to go ahead and
you think this Windows software gonna make money? Is Microsoft gonna benefit from it?
yeah, like, are they gonna benefit as much just because the demand for PCs isn't there? It's not as strong as it was. Like, it's pulling back now, and it's noted that notebook makers are actually pulling back supply. Like, they're not producing as much now.
Mm.
Something to think about. Just something to think about. That's one of those
So
bearish things out there though.
what are they using now? What is everybody using for their laptops now?
They're using Windows. I mean, the
I know
majority of people, but
I know that Dell is
Apple
running.
actually took a large market share. Like, over these years, market share has been shifting towards Apple. So I don't think
Right,
they have
and
like the
then
majority just yet, but they're close. They've been gaining a lot of traction. But the thing is, who is gonna buy it? Because you know what I'm saying? I don't know who's gonna buy it just because it's like everybody's already bought a computer already. So who's gonna be out here buying new computers? Is this enough to drive people to the store to say, hey, I want a brand new Windows computer? You know what I'm saying?
uh, guess what? This is the computer that's for the affordable, low income people.
Yeah,
Everybody can't go out there and buy no Apple computer.
I agree.
And
But
guess what?
with everybody,
The commercial leading, I think that Dell is leading for the commercial. They got it going on for the commercial because you're not even seeing Microsoft there.
yeah. The thing is though, what I'm saying is, if you've already bought a computer, is Windows 11 gonna make you go buy another one?
Mm. So
Because if you
hey,
just
Apple
bought one
came out with
last
that touch.
year, think about it. You just bought one
Hey,
last year because they told you had to stay at the house and you couldn't go nowhere. Everything locked down. You working from home. You're learning from home. So you went and bought a laptop because you
the
knew that you
only
needed to.
thing,
Is Windows 11
the
gonna
only
make you go and buy a brand new one this year?
The only thing make you buy a new laptop is a hardware change, like that touch screen that Apple got, the little touch sensor. That changed the game. That made people didn't want the old computer no more.
Exactly.
The aesthetic.
But beyond that,
They don't care about the inside, the software.
exactly. I mean, because I bought this computer setup right here last year. Windows 11 is not gonna make me go and purchase a whole new computer setup. I'm just gonna upgrade this setup, and that's it. And if I can't upgrade it,
No,
I'm just gonna keep running Windows 10, and I'll use all these other Macs that I got around here.
right. Hey, well, they should be free anyway. That's free anyway.
Exactly.
At least for Apple users.
Yeah, exactly. But man, it's some wild stuff going on in this crypto market. Have you been seeing this crazy
Hey,
stuff that's popping
catch
off in the crypto market?
they
Man.
catching traction back.
All right, so number one, number one on the list is we're gonna talk about where the Bitcoiners are going now. So the Bitcoiners are now hitting Texas. Bitcoin miners are now like going in droves to Texas. And it's a company called Winestone. They actually rent um Bitcoin, they rent space to Bitcoin miners. So you go out here
Hmm.
and you can actually get a space designated for Bitcoin mining, and you can rent that space in Texas. And some of the reasons why they're out there is because it's deregulated. The power is deregulated, and it's some of the cheapest energy in the United States. Con to that, the grid is trash. And whenever somebody comes out, and whenever some type of like severe weather or anything like that comes out there, it goes down. Bitcoiners
Hmm.
are saying they don't care though. They don't care how trash the infrastructure of that grid is. They're going to Texas because it's cheap and they know how much energy it takes. And they know that
They
Tesla
gonna
isn't going to
Bitcoin.
take that
They
money
gonna they
until
gonna
they
mine
find out
everything that
how to make it cheaper.
they gonna mine anything they can get their hands on, huh?
I'm telling you. So they are now in Texas. They're in Texas heavy. So pretty much we
Hmm.
can start looking for some rolling blackouts in Texas because you know it takes a lot of energy to mine Bitcoin. You can even look at like that. I finally took a look at that show that you was telling me about, that startup. And I'm looking at all these machines that they got. I mean, that wasn't the first time that I've seen it. They've shown like glimpses of it in like a show called
Right.
Billions. And if you know just do any type of research on the internet, you'll see setups of like these huge spaces with all these CPUs running, and they got like all this industrial air and all this stuff to keep everything cool. But man, it's crazy. Like these people are really doing this. So I finally caught up on the startup show like you was telling me to watch. Looks like it's pretty interesting. But they're
Hmm.
doing this same thing in Texas now. They're not in Florida.
So Texas, man. Look, I was going out to Texas. I feel like Texas got just got space and opportunity out there.
Texas is a big state. They say that everything's big in Texas, so it looks like they are actually, playing their cards right now and they're attracting a lot of people out there. Because one other thing is you got to take into account that Tesla moved out there. So Tesla is out there. They got a couple more big companies that's moving out there. Big C, that e-commerce that's supposed to be competing with Shopify. They're in Austin. They're actually breaking out right now. We called that a couple weeks ago. I called that for our premium people, and that thing is making some good money for people right now. Coming out of a nice little pattern that we identified and told people to jump in on, and man, nice little run that they're on now. So that was a good trade.
Fact.
Um, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I was just looking at something here on Tesla, man. It's talking about
Okay,
that
so you found something about Tesla.
the infrastructure bill might be the catalyst for
Oh,
Tesla because that makes sense
I
because
mean it does
it's
make
clean
sense.
energy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm.
It makes sense.
Could be out the table. Yeah, that EV company. That's what the EV just want. EV trying to get all the money that they can get from the government.
That's all they're trying to do.
They're gonna play possum until they get all the money that they got,
They getting
and then they're gonna
all the
rank.
subsidies, all the credits, everything that they can get.
Yes,
I mean, I would do the same
yes.
thing. Why not? And then you know that this guy's trying to spend what, a trillion or $2 trillion, like some crazy number, like some number that it doesn't even seem real. That's how much money you
Is
trying to
that
spend. Like that is the craziest thing to me because it's like, why would you want to spend so much money? Like what's causing what are we solving to spend this much money?
hey, I guess he think he's gonna make a clean footprint.
To be honest, man, what they say, it's 300 million people in America. And he trying to spend, I'm gonna just say $1 trillion.
Right.
$1 trillion. I can't even put 1 trillion on my calculator right here. Hold on.
Mhm.
Okay, now I got
That's a
one
good.
trillion on here. And we got 300 million people in America. Do you know that mm, it's only $3,000? I don't see how that's nah. I don't like that one. I don't like them numbers. Hey, still though, that's a lot of money
Uh,
that he trying to spend.
Get what? Either way, that's what these guys been sandbagging because they want to act like they don't have nothing, and they not gonna play their cards until this man get on the money. And now, why would you expose yourself like that? Why would you put yourself out there
You
like that?
can't.
You can't be dropping new cars and then getting a bill. Get
Nah,
some money from the government right
that ain't
after
gonna
that.
work.
That don't look.
You gotta play the game,
Nah.
man. Gotta play the game, make it
Yeah.
seem like you're struggling.
I think these guys are loading up, and it's
Yeah,
they trying to hold it out this bill. And if I mean, I can't really see, such expensive bill getting passed. But if it gets passed, we know we're gonna see some action.
yeah, for sure. The action is really gonna come into play once they actually legalize marijuana and all that stuff. That's when things are really, really,
Hey,
really gonna take off. Like not
hey,
just the whole stock
so,
market, but that one little segment that's just been just primed and ready to boom. Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
it's
Like
still in the
whenever that does
background.
happen, like you just need some spare money just sitting in one of those stocks just to have it there.
Yes, that's a fact. I mean, you can almost get it that day, which I want saying recommend wait till that
Nah.
day, but it's
Yeah, you want to
done.
get it as low as cheap as possible. That's what I would say. Cause once that day comes, people gonna know, and they gonna run that price so crazy. And then when the announcement comes, it's gonna run stupid.
You're gonna be in a frenzy.
It's gonna be so wild they gonna halt it. I'm telling you. I've been on a couple trades where they halted to the upside. It's crazy.
Hey, I'm in it to win it.
Hey, I'm hoping that they halt some of these things to the downside that I'm shorting. Cause them boys be running
Mm.
to the downside, boy. So let me ask you
Hey,
this
you ain't
real quick,
lied.
man. I'm
They a
sticking right
nice
here
little
with the huh?
I said they do a nice little pump whenever they do a little
Yeah, they
pump.
do. I want to ask you this real quick. I'm sticking in the Bitcoin section or in the crypto section, I'll say. So we
Mm-hmm.
coming out of South Africa with this one. So tell me, tell me, why is it two founders? I think one is 17 years old, one is 20 years old, of something called AfriCrypt. These guys have vanished. It's crazy, isn't it?
Hmm.
But
They
guess what
vanished.
else?
Like
They
who?
vanished, but they also made the money vanish. Ooh, crazy, ain't it?
They vanished, but they what?
They vanished, and they also made the money vanish along with them.
The money. Hmm. Of course.
And guess how much? Guess how much we're talking about? Left and so-called vanished.
How much?
We are talking about 3.6 billion with a B. 3.6 billion. South African brothers are out of here. We don't know where they at. It seems like they some Marvel characters now. Or they the X-Men. Cause these boys have turned invisible. My goodness, they need to make a story about these boys. Cause these boys are some superheroes. Cause can nobody find them. They got something called the
Yeah,
Hawks,
yeah.
which is like, and we're not talking about the Atlanta Hawks, even though I was talking about them earlier. But it's some type of elite police force. These boys can't find them. So, like I said, Disney must be teaching some of these people something extraordinary because these people are out here pulling some of the most wild things. Some of the most wild things. Because the reason why I say Disney is because if you have not seen, like, I'm not sure if you saw it, but it's a video of a guy down in Florida. They're down in Tampa and they're accusing him of killing his family. He got the crazy sideshow bob hair, and he in here defending himself on a murder charge. I don't know. Have you
Hmm.
seen that?
I haven't. I don't think I seen that
Okay.
one, man.
Well, go check it out. Because when I tell you that the man sound crazy, the man is out here just screaming, hollering, and all this stuff. He's not talking about anything. He out here just keep saying that the evidence will show. But the evidence is basically gonna show that you going to jail, brother. Because you didn't say anything
Well,
that would show us that you weren't going to jail. But with that being said, These guys,
These
I
folks
mean,
just
they just got to be
they just
some. Disney got to be
garbage.
They got to be like training the police and everything down there because this guy said that the police had audio of him that he didn't say, but he said some of the words, but he didn't say everything. And I'm like, how are they making you say stuff that you didn't say, man? Like, are they that good of audio engineers that they just make you say what you didn't say? Like, that's amazing.
They did a
And then
voiceover, man.
and then on top of that, bro, on top of that, he said that they had video of it. But he said the video had been doctored and altered and all this stuff. And I'm like, man, these guys are just dropping you in scenes that you ain't never been in, making you say stuff you ain't never said. Like, man, Disney is teaching y'all something. Like, Florida got something going on, man.
Sheesh.
I don't know what it
You
is.
saying Florida?
Florida and Disney. It's Florida and Disney. It's a conspiracy.
You know about the Florida man.
Yeah.
Florida man is a wild
Florida man
man.
did everything. Florida man has
Mm-hmm.
done any and everything that you can imagine, things that you can't imagine, all of it.
Facts. Hey,
This
Florida
dude
man.
has done everything. So that's all I know. Florida man is crazy, but I feel like Disney it has some type of conspiracy going on, and I feel like
Disney got a
because
conspiracy
that's the only thing that I can see. That's the only thing that really puts this story in the perspective for me is that these guys can just turn into some Marvel super characters, and now they part of the Avengers, and that this other dude or that these police, so-called police, like they just master editors, like they work at Pixar or something.
Wow.
It's crazy.
They disappearing. They disappearing with the money.
They disappearing, man. They are Copperfield out here, man. They David Copperfield, man. What's that dude that be doing all that crazy stuff? That Angel and with Chris Angel. That's who they are, man.
Oh yeah, Chris Angel. That's a wild man.
I'm telling you, that's a wild man right there. That's clearly what these guys are. I don't understand how you disappear from the world, but that's what's happened. Along with 3.6 billion. So shout out to whoever these brothers are down in South Africa. I hope the Hawks don't find you. And I'm not talking about the Atlanta Hawks.
Hey, that boy be easy out there.
Exactly. Can't go out here. I mean,
That'd be easy out there.
they say it's the biggest scam to date, man. It's the biggest scam to date.
So this is like
And
a
this is
real
so
thing.
listen to this. Listen to this.
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing. The pooled funds are all virtually untraceable because after going through several coin mixers. So they went through coin mixers, so that's untraceable. Then on top of that, South Africa's finance sector conduct authority currently can't investigate AfroCrypt, given that crypto assets are not legally considered financial products. It says, but the case is being handled by an elite unit of the National Police Force. So that's who the Hawks are. But the thing is, legally, it's not considered to be a financial product. So finance sector can't do nothing about it. So that's even more messed up. So these guys sent it through mixers and now have 3.6 billion.
Billion. That's why.
Man,
That's some money right there.
that's
That's
a
a lot of
lot of
money.
money. That's gonna be the hardest $3.6 billion to get access to. You got it. You got it. But that's gonna be the hardest money to get access to.
Yeah. What do you think? Yeah, it's over with for that. That's
For
why they
sure.
got crypto. That's why we got the crypto decentralized. You just send the money through anywhere.
For real. Let me ask you this, man. What you think? What you think about Amazon, man? Hey, they got Teamsters. Teamsters is trying to
Look, they get
prioritize
look,
unionization of the Amazon workforce. Now previously it was only in Alabama.
they finna
It
have a
was a
union.
warehouse in Alabama and Bessemer where they were trying to actually union. They were trying to start a union. The thing is they voted against it. They had to vote, they voted against it. But now
Right.
I'm saying like this is more like what, a month or two later? It's not been that long. I give it 2 months. Teamsters now vote to prioritize unionization of Amazon workforce nationwide, not just that one spot. So now Amazon
They
is
finna have
looking
a
to
union.
have a union.
Shoot, they need it. One of the I know work that said they used to run on treadmill like they had and put the screen in front of them. I'm just playing, y'all. I don't know what Amazon workplace is like. You know what I'm saying? But
Hey.
yeah, that's a good thing. A union is a good thing to have at a job. I know my cousin them they work at Ford and they got a
Mm-hmm.
union.
Yeah.
And I
Unions are
remember
good.
me and
Unions are good for the employees. Unions are
yeah,
bad
it's
for
great.
the employers.
And they
So
just
that's
need
why
to get it
Amazon
right.
spent so much money trying to get these guys to say no in Birmingham.
Don't worry about
Now
nothing.
they're turning around and they're having it nationwide. So now they just went from one site and alleviating that one site to now they have nationwide. Like that's crazy. Every worker now. Crazy.
The whole so it's company wide.
Nationwide.
Gee, hey, a union is a good thing, man. Look, that's how you keep them in check at a job for the employee. Hey, but that's a good thing. You're gonna have employee retention from that.
Yeah.
You're gonna get employee retention from that.
You should at least. You would hope so. The way things have been going now, with
Hey,
people not wanting to show up for work, this, that, and the other, you never even know what's gonna happen now.
look, Amazon got it going on. Amazon said they ain't drug testing no more. They didn't have Prime Day.
Oh
They
yeah,
finna have the union. They said they're a
everything,
company for the people. They're a company for the people. That's what they say.
everything is going,
That's
bro.
something else.
I'm telling you. So I guess we can go ahead and get some picks together, man. You got some picks that you want to throw out there?
Yeah, I definitely got a pick, and I keep on. I got two picks, man, and
Okay,
you know what I'm saying. So my first pick is Cisco. You know, network. You know, you got to
okay,
have those companies for everything that we got going on in the future, and it looks
okay.
nice on the chart. And then my second one is AMD,
You
and I
still like that
still ain't even
AMD?
got in. Y'all, I ain't even got in yet, y'all. I probably missed my entry.
And see, the thing is, man, I'm with that AMD too
Uh,
because see, that's another thing that's making me feel that Intel is gonna go down a little bit more too. Is the fact that you have AMD taking the market share from Intel. So not only do you have slowdown in notebooks, but now you have market share being taken away. Like it's a lot of stuff piling up on Intel to the point where it's like they're gonna have to do something else. I see they're talking a lot about this 5G stuff, and they're trying to get
yeah,
into like Europe and all this stuff so that they can get into like making more of these semiconductors for the auto industry. Of course, they have those sites going up in
right.
Arizona. I mean, yeah, they got that stuff going on, but that's also like future stuff. It's nothing going on now. Like, what are you doing now to keep the company like afloat? Like, because you're getting ate up on all this other stuff, and now you got a backlog of inventory that you can't get rid of. What are you doing? Like, how are you making money now?
Hey, all these things are stuff in the making. They
Yeah,
haven't quite got it figured out yet.
exactly. But
they
I like
look,
that
guess what?
AMD over Intel. I definitely like AMD
Yeah,
over
you know
Intel.
what they're waiting on? Get what they waiting on.
What they waiting on?
Regeneron Joe to get down that money.
Oh yeah,
They gonna kick
Regeneron
it
Joe,
off.
but when Regeneron Joe actually give that money out and it's like real, oh the market going boom.
They gonna full speed ahead. They gonna go full. They gonna have
Because
all
they
the
gonna
money
know
for
it's
everybody.
real now. It's not just playing around. It's not like it may happen, it may not. Oh yeah, we're gonna do this. Oh no, 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 we're gonna change that price. Oh no, we're gonna do two. No, we're gonna just gonna do one. Oh no, we're just gonna
Yep.
do 900 billion now. Oh no, we might do 1.2 trillion. I mean, it is too much. This, that, and the other
Hey,
going back and forth. I mean, that's too much. Too
look, they
much.
already been making money anyway. They've been making money on the back end.
Yeah,
They
for
making
sure,
money. They got investors. They got
for sure.
investors for sure now.
Oh
You
yeah,
know
for
what I'm
sure,
saying? They got investors.
for sure, for sure.
So
See, I
what you
like
got? What you looking at?
I like Tilray. We talked about it. We hinted at it a little bit that the marijuana market is getting closer and closer day by day. I think I talked about it on one of these past shows that Connecticut is the next state that's coming up is up to 18 now once they do that, and so we're getting close to that 50% mark, man. That 50% mark is like right in sight now. And with that being said, Tilray, I like Tilray. A lot of option traders are putting their bets on Tilray right now too, so I like Tilray.
Okay.
You
I'm
know
with
we
the
saw it
Tilray
running
AI.
$70 earlier.
Hey, look, I got to get in on a stock anyway. I already got Sundial. You know what I'm saying? Got a spread. I think Tilray. Is that an ETF?
Mm-mm. Tilray is a company.
Yeah.
It's just a straight up company.
Okay. 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 I know it got to be an ETF out there
Yeah.
for these
You
guys.
got YOLO, you got MJ, and you got THCX.
Oh yeah.
You got them three right
They
there that
heard.
I know off the top of my head.
Hey, well, hey, there you go, y'all. Another, hey, more sauce.
That's it.
If you don't know which stock you want to go into an ETF.
Just buy the
It
collection.
has a combination of all of them.
Exactly. Buy the collection. That's what the ETF
By the
is,
collection.
electronically traded fund. Better than a mutual fund. Gives you a lot better expense rates and all that stuff. So better tax efficiency, all that type stuff. And you can get in and out and not have to worry about all these NAV prices and all this craziness that you have to worry about with a mutual fund. People selling you mutual funds, tell them get out your face. I'm doing ETFs.
Facts. Facts.
But we want to go ahead and take this time to invite everybody to go over to activemarketstrading.com. That's where you can find our memberships. We have free memberships as well as paid memberships. If you want a little bit more information, of course, that's where you can find us on that paid subscription. We'll give you a lot of sauce. We'll give you even more than what we give you on this podcast, and you'll make a lot of money with us. I promise you that. We got a lot of happy people in there, and they've been trading with us for some months, and they sitting pretty right now. But definitely follow us on Twitter, like our Facebook page, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can stay in contact and know when we go live on here. You can actually interact with us, ask some questions, and figure out what we got going on over here at Hack the Markets. And maybe now we can teach you how to hack the markets as well too. So until what is this Thursday? We're gonna see you guys Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard
Thursday.
Time, like always.
See y'all Monday.
See you guys Monday. Have a good trading day tomorrow, and we're gonna see if you guys made some money Monday.